What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have to put this video together here because I am getting so sick and freaking tired of a portion of this community who just simply won't listen to a thing that the developers are saying. And it's mind-boggling how under every single post I see, whether it's on Reddit, Twitter, wherever, where they're either giving some good constructive, criticism or good feedback on what they already implemented within the update. Doesn't matter. I just see the same crap under those posts from tons of people again and again and again and again. It's ridiculous. Even after the developers have come out and said exactly what they're going to do, and then they deliver on exactly what they're going to do, people just can't. I don't know. Guys, we have to go ahead and cover absolutely every last bit of this because it's mind-boggling. And I need you guys to go down in the comment section and tell me if I'm going crazy or not here because I feel like I might be going a little crazy. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you do enjoy what you hear in today's video, by all means, subscribe and hit that bell. We post daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern time. And we are actually creeping up so quickly to 50,000 subscribers. It's insane. Like, honestly, the support and love you guys have been showing me on this channel is just absurd. And it's nice to see, even with all this nonsense going on over here, and all these other, like I said, the Reddit board, Twitter, videos, all this stuff, man. Even with all this nonsense going around, it's good to see that it's a lot of people who still do enjoy this game and want to see Xdefiant thrive and become something really good. So, I just love seeing it. And of course, if you guys are interested in more content just like that, subscribe and hit that bell. And we do live stream pretty much daily over on Twitch. So if you guys want to catch me live and in action and hop into the open lobbies, I got a link to that channel down in the description of this video. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, anybody with just a little bit, just a tiny bit of common sense would know that Mark Rubin specifically said that within this update and the next update, because again, it's not going to be all finished out in this one only, it's going to be a focus on the snipers, the movement, and slight, tiny little tweaks to the overall netcode, right? He didn't say anything about it being completely fixed. And he even stated again that it's going to be a timely process. It's going to take some time because one bad move will literally destroy the whole game. And guess what? Nobody's happy. Nobody can play the game at all. They need to be patient and they need to take their time and make sure everything gets done properly so the netcode can continue to thrive without absolutely taking a dump on itself. We all know this. This is common knowledge. But of course, again, the new update drops. And this is literally over half of the responses to, comments that are just stating, what's going on within this game. It's actually funny because look at this post right here. This is a post saying for the complainers, explanation of some of their ideology on movement and changes made in the update. Basically, talking about everybody on the Reddit board just complaining that nothing has been done. And he said, for everybody who's just sitting here complaining, this is what's going on. The actual details, the information. I actually discussed all of this stuff in my previous video, so I don't have to do it again. But under this post are some of the most mind-numbing things I've ever read in my life. I mean, first and foremost, dying 2 seconds after turning corners is more problematic than people jumping around. I mean, yeah, obviously, but guess what? This update wasn't that. We all knew that. We all started playing the update with the knowledge that it wasn't going to be drastically changed. So why are you even bothering leaving this input in the first place? They already know that they need to do tweaks and fixes. I don't understand why people keep prioritizing things that have already been discussed, things that have already been rammed home to these developers. They know, trust me, we have made it clear that the netcode and hitreg is rough right now. But in this update, we know what they were supposed to fix, so why are we still prioritizing conversations like this? And then the next one, wake me up when my bullets actually start registering. Again, it's like, why are you in this board? Like, I don't understand, man. I don't understand. I really truthfully don't. You can't please this community whatsoever. Even back in the betas, they could specifically, I remember in some of the earlier on betas, they would even say, yeah, we're still having some problems with the service here in this beta, so don't expect the service to even, be too crazy, especially with a lot of people pouring on in, and then people pour on in, and then they start complaining about it. It's the same freaking thing. The same freaking thing. It's like they tell you, hey, we're going to fix the snipers and the bee hoppers, okay? And, we are going to work on the netcode, but it's not going to be fixed right now. And they put the update out, and then it's just a bunch of people saying, oh, well, the netcode isn't fixed. You guys are idiots. You don't know how to develop a game. It's like, guys, I'm telling you right now, I'm losing brain cells in the process of this video. It's absolutely insane. The next one. This is cool and all, but it doesn't address the concerns that almost no gunfights result in 4+ jumps, effectively rendering the patch useless. That's the majority of what people are complaining about with this patch. Again, I had to state this so many times before, but I don't know why people are coming into this game with absolutely no knowledge of what it was in its previous forms, and then expecting the developers to completely just pick up everything they have ever worked on, everything that they have ever developed, every idea and concept that they have put together over these years, just completely pick them up and change it because they don't like it. That's what this comes down to. That is literally what this comes down to. This game has always had movement. Then you have people who hate movement coming into the game, and they want it to change. But the developers are trying to find a middle ground, and they did. Now, again, I don't mind tweaking it a bit. Maybe 3 hops, and it starts to commence the weapon sway. That would be a nice change. But it's not logical to just completely strip any type of movement out of this game, because that's not how it was before. Guys, again, I say it all the time in my videos, and I say it down in the comment sections. That's the beauty of gaming, right? There's so much variety out there. There's so many styles of games out there. We have everything from arcade shooters all the way up to, mil sims and tac shooters and just everything. We have everything at our disposal. It makes no logical sense to go into a game that has already made its current foundation for years now. This is what it's supposed to be. It makes no sense to come into this game and say, yeah, this is stupid. It shouldn't be like this. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like going into Rainbow Six Siege and saying you wanted to play more like Call of Duty. The community is going to look at you and say, who the hell are you? What are you doing here? The same thing falls under Xdefiant. It's like I'm looking at these posts and I'm just thinking, like, what do you mean, guys? Why are you coming into this game wanting it to be something that it's not? Just like play something that you want to play that doesn't have this. And if you're ever craving this style of game, you can hop back on, right? But why do we have to form every game and every idea and every concept into one similar idea of basically having no movement in Xdefiant? And like I said, completely taking out what made this game unique in the first place that the developers were trying to craft on their own in the beginning. And the worst part about this is that all of these posts get tons and tons of likes and support, while anybody who talks any type of common sense, any type of logic in that comment section will just get dislike bombed. Completely dislike bombed. It's insane. And then you have other posts that look exactly like this one. The jump spam nerf is a joke. You see this all over the place. And it's like, I don't know how. They literally said they don't want people to spam B-hop. They never said they wanted to remove it. They don't want people to spam it. So they put a cap on it. 4 hops. And they openly said that they're going to test this out publicly. And then if it's not good enough, they're going to go down to 3 hops. It's so freaking simple to understand that they did not want to completely remove this out of the game, and that they are open and willing to try to find a middle ground. But nobody wants to find a middle ground with this. They only want their own way. I don't see how that's honestly fair. I don't. And I feel bad for the devs because it's going to be one of those situations where they just got to stay strong, because no matter what they do in this game, they're going to get tons and tons and tons of hate. But honestly, the devs working on this game already seem like they got thick skin and they could deal with this type of nonsense because they've been dealing with it since day one of this game's existence. But ladies and gentlemen, like I said earlier, go down in the comment section and let me know if I'm going crazy. Should I be hyping up this, netcode hit detection stuff more than I am? Or, am I right here and this should just be, left until they do fix it and, fix it with the timeline that they gave us? They told us exactly, what their plans are, and they said it's going to take a little while. I'm expecting a few months, honestly, of work to be done with constant testing, and obviously it's not going to be like horrible and then 3 months down the road is going to be amazing. No, it's going to be like a slow progression, slowly getting better over time, every update a bit better, But I just feel like it's just ridiculous. I don't want to sit here and complain about the hit detection and netcode all the time when they already said that they're working on it. I want to focus on other things that can be helped out within this game, that can be fixed and improved upon. But again, go down in the comment section and leave, what you have to say down below. But as always, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. I post daily here to 8 in the morning Eastern time. And if you guys want to check out any of my streams, I do that over on Twitch daily. You guys can find a link to that channel down in the description of this video. But as always, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace out.